Hi, this is YC. Welcome back to my channel. Just a quick dinner idea here, something I'm throwing together today before I have to go shopping tomorrow. This morning I went ahead and I made some little meatballs that you can see in this bowl here. And I sauteed my onions, so the onions wouldn't be hard in them. And then I had some, last week I had froze some sauce that I made out of an onion soup pack, and you can see that right here. And I had melted, I took it out of the freezer, I melted it back down in my pan. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some gravy packs and a can of cream of chicken soup and some sour cream, and I'm going to make kind of like a mock stroganoff sauce and put my meatballs in it, and then I'm going to put it over some egg noodles. So that's going to be our dinner tonight, the meatball stroganoff over egg noodles. Okay, so go ahead and put in our packets at this time. And of course you have to add the water to this too. I'll get a bottle of water. Okay, here we go. And here's a whole bottle of water. Put the small burner on. I only use bottled water. Okay. And when I'm done making the sauce, I will put my meatballs down in it. And then in a separate pot, boil water and do my egg noodles. Okay. Is someone at the door? No. Oh, sorry folks, I heard my doorbell ring. Okay, so I'm stirring this up, mixing it. It's kind of, like gravy-like. And let's see, you'll be able to see it. See, looks like gravy. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in this can now. And this will stretch it and make enough to go over all those noodles, for a big family. Let's see if I can get all this out. Sometimes it comes out neatly and sometimes it doesn't. And I may have to add a little bit more, water. Or broth. You can add broth or milk, whatever you want to do. I'll be putting in sour cream after, which is why I won't be doing the milk. I ran out of the almond milk anyway, which is what I buy. And I'm going to be putting in some greens. Probably, I have to see what's in my freezer. I think it's spinach. If it's not spinach, then it's collards, but I think it's spinach. Yeah, it's spinach. I'll be putting in this leftover spinach. I always keep part bags of stuff to put in, like casseroles and stuff like that. And so when I'm done making this sauce, I'll be putting this in and the meatballs. And that will go over our boiled egg noodles. It's really quick and it tastes really good with parsley and black pepper. The meat, I didn't want to light an oven today because it's already over 100. But I did the little meatballs earlier before it got really hot, and I did them in the toaster oven. I didn't do them in the this great big stove. And see, you don't really, the wonderful thing about using those brown gravy packs, other than the fact that they're only like, they're really, really dirt cheap right now, is that they also thicken everything. Just like the soup would if you didn't add any fluid to it, it's already thick. So, and because you want something with a little bit of thick consistency to go over your noodles. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my sour cream at this time. It'll give it that tang that it needs to be like a stroganoff, you know? Just the difference is, instead of, we're not going to be using, you know, my beef cuts, we'll be using meatballs, which makes it a little bit more economical too. And if you remember, the part of this ground beef package was used in my eggplant parmesan earlier in the week. So I got a couple meals out of that one pack of beef. So this is going to make a full pot. You can see how big this pot is. It's going to make a full pot of sauce. It's already almost up to the top. Matter of fact, when I add that spinach and meatballs, it will be like, I'll be lucky to get it all in there, which is good, you know, because I'm trying to feed a family. I'm going to lift you up so you can see the sauce. See? And I'm just using a whisk because I don't want lumps in it, you know? Okay, I'm going to take a break from this whisk right now, because the chunks that you see in it might be, some of it might be the onions from that Lipton onion soup mix I had last week that I had froze. Sometimes you'll see the onions will get caught in there. Is that, what is that? Yeah, that's what that is. It's the onions. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn this down, and I'm going to go ahead and put in some meatballs. I don't want to splatter it. I'll just use my hands real quick and put them in, because they're cooled down now and my hands are clean. So there you go. And this is about 40 meatballs. Little ones, not huge, you know, but they're just going to go over egg noodles. And then I'll put in, this is going to have to melt, but it will. It'll melt down, you know that. There, and we're pressing it now, see? It's right up to the top. But that'll melt down. Ooh. And this, by the time you get the meatballs and everything in it, yeah, it's going over a little bit. It's hard to estimate, you know, when you're doing it. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to give you an idea of something you could do if you had, you know, leftover meatballs or leftover gravies or something, and make a quick economical meal. Instead of spaghetti, you could just, you know, use egg noodles. And you can see, you see the meatball and the spinach and the sauce. And we're just going to put it over egg noodles after. And that's it.